Hey everybody, it is Lisa from It's Not That Hard to Homeschool, and we are now in holiday season, which you guys know what that means. Pop quizzes for all of our kids. I know you guys know that scene in Captain Fantastic when it's the Bill of Rights scene, and the sister is so concerned about the kids, and he brings one of his youngest kids down, and they go over the Bill of Rights in detail, right? And so sometimes we just want to show off our kids and say, to all those naysayers and those people who are concerned by just throwing out random facts at our kids and expecting them to know what they're even talking about out of context, etc. We want to have a snarky remark, but I got three great ways to just help you combat it without getting mad or frustrated. And the first one is to take them seriously. So when you find somebody quizzing your kids randomly at a holiday gathering, just asking them about the Bill of Rights or what the deepest place in the ocean is, or whatever random fact that they've decided to ask your kids about now. You can just sit there with a smile on your face, and then when they're done, tell them you appreciate they're taking your homeschooling so very seriously by providing assessments to your children. Just really take them seriously. Let them know that assessments are part of your homeschooling and you appreciate how they're willing to jump in and help you evaluate your kids. And by the way, you need an aquarium pass or a new microscope, and you would love it if they'd like to support you in that way too. I mean, just take them seriously, but not that seriously. You know what I mean? The second way is just to do a preemptive strike. And that is by saying, for fun, you guys, instead of just quizzing my kids, let's quiz everybody. I've brought a trivia game that we can all play before or after dinner and just make it a fun time for everybody to show off their skills, right? It doesn't have to just be all about your kids showing off everything they know. Let them jump in on the action and again, take them seriously, but not that seriously. um, and then the next thing is have questions ready for your kids. So when people ask your kids questions, have your kids at the end of their question session turn around and say, "Hey, I've got a couple questions for you now. What do you think about, oil prices or whatever?" I mean, and again, I'm being somewhat humorous, but also I just want to equip you before you get into these kind of situations so you don't feel like your kids put on the spot and you failed. Because here's the deal. These kind of pop-up quizzes are really random and it's out of context. Your kids are not prepared for them. And it can be really, truly people who really want to they're curious about what your kids know or don't know, or they want to just be part of what you're doing without really knowing how to do it. They're curious about homeschooling. And it's not always done in a spirit that's just to aggravate you or mean spirited. But having a ready response can help you and your kids not feel like been caught so flat footed and you have some preparation time. Again, taking people seriously, but not that seriously, is a great way to manage these kind of things as they come up. And really, for holidays where you're not seeing people on a regular basis, they probably don't have a context for what your kids are doing. A lot of people still don't know very much about homeschooling. They think it's really an alternative educational form of raising up your kids, and they're just not aware of the statistics, which say that there has been a huge influx of homeschoolers across the board in America, like a huge, huge influx. And so it's not a marginal outside of the mainstream thing anymore. It's just very much mainstream. But still, there's just a lack of knowledge and information about it. So don't get mad, don't get flustered, just laugh it off. Invite them into your world. Explain a little bit about what you're doing with homeschooling, the things you love about it, some of the challenges. Be real. Most people generally are curious and they want to know about your kids and your family, and I think that's kind of our best defense if we need one, is just to be curious with a sense of humor in response to whatever pop-up quizzes your kids might experience. So I hope you guys are getting ready for a great holiday if you celebrate it. We love Thanksgiving at our house. It's just such a wonderful way to pause and be thankful for the many great blessings that we have. Being able to live in America with the freedoms that we enjoy, being able to homeschool and really intentionally parent and raise up our kids in the way that we see fit as parents. That is still something that we have and enjoy that benefit. So wherever you're at, I hope you have a great week. Let me know how you're handling the pop-up quizzes in your life. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, everybody.